Cassie and I embarked on a journey about 2 months ago now, and that journey involved a build up to a vision quest, a build up that required us to eat a very low amount of grains, a very low amount of sugars, and progressively we moved to what I say, a fully clean diet, clean of any sort of pesticides, heavy metals, and poison, any kind of poisonous nu- false nutrient, any kind of poisonous molecule to our body, and moved to a diet where we were solely eating foods that were really nourishing our bodies. And so that was quite a build all that time. And it was quite a build up. And then the final week there was particularly difficult. It was a week where we basically were eating only green vegetables and salad and very little amounts of carbs, even just a spoonful of hummus in the evening, a spoonful of olive paste, and eating so many nuts. And yeah, it got to a final 3-day vision quest. And so I wanted to make this small video to talk about this vision quest and what happened during that time. And what happened is we went into the forest. We didn't bring any food with us. We brought about 10 liters of water each. We found a spot that we were ready to sit in and stay for those 72 hours. And we left. We left on a Saturday evening, I think. And actually, it was a Monday evening. And we set up camp. And when I got there, so we were actually in different spots. We were in separate spots. My brother was on one side. I was on the other side of the mountain. And I sat down and I started to enjoy the spot and enjoy the peace, and sat down against a tree and started meditating after I had put up my tent. It quickly got cold, and from there until the end, that's pretty much what I went through, cold. It was 2-3 degrees. The water at night would almost freeze, and so I would wake up and drink about a liter or two of like really cold water, and I didn't have enough stuff to make myself a fire because I didn't want that to be like the main focus. And I was picturing myself meditating against the tree. I meditated about 15 hours a day, every time that I was awake, and that was inside the tent. I was under my comforter. I was inside my sleeping bag. I had one fleece, a second fleece, I don't know, I had like 6 layers on or something like that, and I just couldn't get warm. It was the fasting aspect of it really lowered the temperature, obviously, and I was constantly getting shivers. I was constantly getting shivers as I was meditating and becoming more and more sensitive to everything that was inside me and around me. And so cold was taking over, and yeah, I basically spent those 3 days inside the tent, meditating, laying down, meditating on my belly, meditating on my side. And for those of you who practice Vipassana, you know that you can pretty much practice it in any position and in any situation. And so that's what I went through. It was 3 days of really intense reconnecting in a very uncomfortable position. And it was rough. It was definitely rough. I reconnected something that I had lost for pretty much my entire life. And that's the connection with my manhood. It's one that at puberty I probably lost, and as you start to become a man physically, there's all sorts of lies within ourselves. There's all sorts of, at least there was in me, and there's all sorts of prohibitions to become a man, prohibitions to really express what I feel, prohibitions to get in touch with my sexual power, to get in touch with who I am. And all of that was completely blocked out. I blocked that out when I was at puberty. And so this is what I've been going through, is an intense reconnection with that. It's been progressive, and every day I spend about an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening reconnecting with that as much as I can. And here in the woods, there was that. I got reconnected at a way deeper level. I managed to scream. I managed to cry. I managed to vomit whatever needed to come out. It was these were really intense moments for sure. And coming back, picking up the guitar and just singing a little bit, I noticed my voice had changed. There's a lot more freedom in like me acting, me moving towards things, me stepping into what I'm really supposed to do. Doing this video, I've been wanting to do videos for years, and now I'm realizing how easy it is for me. It's so all of that has just, I feel like I've connected with this raw power that has enabled me to do pretty much anything, that I truly desire. And I want to thank Alberto Villoldo, the person who came up with this program. So his book is called Grow a New Body. I don't have it around. I would show it to you. And I want to thank my brother as well for introducing me to this, and then me inviting him over so we could do it together. And it's brought me incredible clarification on some subjects. And also it's really questioned my relationship with food. It's questioned my relationship with sugars. We're definitely back on eating sugar. It's really hard to sustain like a non-sugar diet for like a super long time. We did feel really restricted, but we're both like spending time looking into ways where we can eat what we eat, still something very savory, very tasty, and not have to deal with the intense amounts of sugars that are absolutely everywhere in our diets and in our stores, in all the food that we buy. So that was my vision quest. Thanks you guys for watching, and yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'll be really happy to answer. Thank you.